There you are. Welcome to Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. But then you too are at the center of the world. We'll get into that later. Title of today's Zen Fit is Trump is Toasted. Trump is toasted. Now I'm referring to Mad Men. I hope you all saw Mad Men. I think I've seen it 4 times. I need to find it again. I want to watch it again. So it's a wisdom nut that keeps on giving meat every time I crack it open. And today I'm cracking open It's Toasted. Now let's go into that moment in Mad Men, which I think is a key to open the whole series. Mad Men is an extended metaphor of awakening. Zen. Don Draper's a Zen master. He awakens, but the whole process is the process of his awakening. But he's already awake, but he's awakening. He's already awakened, enlightened, but he is also in the process of awakening. So what is this toasted? Just to go back and recapture the moment when the cigarette, Lucky Strikes, which was the primary client of the Mad Men, of the advertising agency Mad Men, and they were in a dilemma. The government had come to the conclusion that cigarettes cause cancer. They listened to the science. The cigarettes were bad for you. But they didn't have the authority to ban cigarettes, like guns. You can't ban guns or cigarettes. But you could make the manufacturers label it. You got to put a label on the package that says, this is bad for your health. And of course now, every pharmaceutical ad has a label on it, or some voice saying, describing the side effects that you will have if you take this medicine. But we just bypassed it. It's toasted. We don't even hear it. Don't even notice it. Blah, 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 blah. It's toasted. So it's toasted, you see. So they were in a dilemma. How can we advertise and tell people that cigarettes are good for you if we have to put a label on it that says it's bad? This is a contradiction. It can't be both bad and good at the same time. It can only be good. If it's bad, nobody will buy it. If it's good, we violate the government's law and we get fined. So how can we be both good and bad at the same time? How can we solve this dilemma? So they had given up and they were walking out the door, and Don Draper had a Ken show. Come back, come back. What? It's toasted! It's toasted! Well, all cigarettes are toasted. That's part of the process. Yes. But toasted means there's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with toast? Who can find anything wrong with toast? Toasted. Yes, everything's toasted, so toasted means everything. It's okay. Everything is toasted. It was genius. Lucky Strikes. It's toasted. Buy a pack. You'll be lucky. So anyway, this is Zen in a nutshell. You got this contradiction. Does a dog have Buddha nature or not? Wow, 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 wow. Why do I suffer? Wow, 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 wow. Am I good or am I bad? Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. I'm stuck in catch-22. Every yes is a no. Every no is a yes. Wow, 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 wow. How do I get out of the tape loop? How do I get out of this whirlpool? How do I get out of this contradiction? How can I go straight when I keep going in a circle? How can I break out? What's the one? Excuse me. What's the one that is two? You see, the two is the horns of the dilemma. Is it good or bad? See, the consumer who smokes cigarettes says they're good because, oh God, that's good. Oh, that's like. But now the government tells me it's bad. Oh, but it's good. But it's bad. My body says it's good. The government says it's bad. The mind says it's bad. Reason says it's bad. But feeling says it's good. This was my first experience when I smoked pot. I was in my 30s. I was teaching English. All the kids are smoking pot. 1968. So I got to try some. So I smoked some. Oh, this is good. They're wrong. They're wrong. It's good. It's good, you see. So how do you get that it's good? Why, it's toasted. Toast is good. You see, so this is a metaphor. Toasted is a metaphor that contains it's bad for your health, it feels good. Wow, 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 you see. Let me see, the yin yang, oh here. See? So the yin is, it's bad for you. The yang is good for you, whichever you like. But they're going in a ya-ya. They're going in a wa-wa. They're going in two fish eating themselves, two koi in a circle. It's endless. It's a whirlpool. The good chases the bad chases the good. They're going around and around to find the one that is two, to find release, to find the creative idea, to find the one that transcends the two. And this is in everyday life. If you look for it, it's at your dinner table, it's in your house, it's in your life, it's in your shop, it's in your recipe. So my wife's going through all this. She's trying to find a perfect recipe for blood sugar. And she's going through this recipe and that. And so, well, this leaves off that, but this, oh, you got to eat meat, but oh, the meat has this, or whatever she does. There's an opposite to it. And so every now and then she'll come up with, it's toasted. She'll come up with an, oh, this combines the two. Anthony Bourdain was always looking for the perfect taste. Oh, this is where I can live. Oh, this Taiwan food, oh, it's perfect. The perfect taste that blends all the contradictions. It's toasted. Combines all the contradictions of yes and no, it's good for you, it's bad for you, wow, 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 into, oh, it's toasted. But you see, toasted is empty. Toast is empty because everything can be toasted. Toast doesn't exist on its own. There's no such thing as toast. Everything can be toasted. You can cook everything because we're talking about food here. So no matter what you eat, you can toast it. Toasted is empty. Toasted is empty. So this formula applies to Trump, the title of this talk here. Trump is toasted. Now on the right, we got the right mind and we got the left mind in America. The left mind is liberalism. It's scientific. In the scientific world, there's no God. Everything is the same. It's flat. Everything is behavior. Everything is equal. It's a circle. It's flat. There is no God. There is no unique people. There is no chosen people in the scientific world. There is nothing unique. Everything is flat. Everything is governed by cause and effect. There's no magic. There is no one that is everything. The one has been flattened into everything is one. You see? You see? The scientific world, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that if you want to fix a car, you have to live in the scientific world. You don't go to a witch doctor. You find out the laws that govern the engine. You find out how the engine works as a mechanic. But you're outside the engine. The surgeon is outside the client, the patient. So this idea of being a mechanic, you see, making science and making society work by laws, by changing conditions, by finding out what's wrong and fixing it by a law or regulation, by people are dying from cancer of smoking, so the government comes in and puts a label on it and warns you that this is bad for you, and Lucky bypasses it by saying it's toasted. Buy some more. Oh, and the smokers say, I can smoke Luckies because it's toasted. Toast can't hurt you. It's toasted. So everybody is happy. The government is happy because they get to put a label on it. The cigarette manager is happy because they can sell cigarettes. And the smoker is happy because now he can smoke it without worrying. It's toasted. It can't hurt you. Everybody's happy, you see. So how does this fit into Trump? Well, if you look at the two minds, and America is divided into two minds. You got the everything is equal mind. Black and white and Hispanics and trans and gays are all equal. And on the right, you got the pyramid. Well, no, everything isn't equal. I must be unique. I have to be special. That's the commandment in American philosophy. Follow your dream. Be special. Be unique. Don't belong to the herd. Don't just follow everybody blindly. Follow your dream. Follow your conscience. Awaken your conscience for God's sakes and be unique. But on the other hand, don't be unique. Become and belong to the bigger picture. So on one hand, the commandment is, well, they're contradictory. On one hand, the commandment is belong to a higher order, belong to a movement, belong to a higher cause, belong to religion, or belong to your country as a patriot. Become, the country is God. Become an American. Be an American. Or be religious. So both of these commandments, both of the ways we obey this commandment to be unique is both on the right, it's both secular and religious. They come together. You can be both or neither. As long as I'm an American or I'm for Jesus, it's the same answer to the impossible commandment. So if I'm going to be unique, a unique American, a unique Christian or religious person, I got to belong to a unique group. And so what group am I going to belong to? I have to belong to a group. I can't just be a wild man on the own. I can't just be a shaman wandering around in the desert or a yogi sitting on a log in India, or I have to have the group. I have to have a cult. I have to belong. I got to have following. I got to have people that recognize me as being unique. I got to be able to do high fives. We're unique. We've arrived. We're chosen. We win. You see, we have to win. Be unique. Be the one. But at the same time, we got to belong. You can't be egotistical. You can't be special. You can't be a narcissist. You can't be egotistical. You see. Contradictory commandments. So how do I do both? And I have to do both. Well, I can join a rebel group. And I can belong to the group totally. But at the same time, I can be a rebel. I can be unique by being against the parent group. So if liberalism, science, is the parent of our modern world, we don't. If you're sick, you go to the doctor, you don't go to the priest. Or you can do both, but you really believe what the doctor's going to say rather than what the shaman's going to say or the medicine man. You don't cure cancer by burning incense or changing your diet. Steve Jobs tried that, and he lost. You see, so in other words, the power of science and medicine and what is fundamental, but at the same time, I have to be special. I have to feel chosen. We all want that. I have to feel. It just love affairs is the feeling is that I'm chosen. He chose me. She chose me out of a crowd. She chose me. I'm unique. So anyway, so how does Trumpism get to be toasted? So the right is on a problem. The GOP, that was kind of like born out of the World War II, the God Party, the GOP Nixon invited the Southern segregationists into the Republican Party. Now, segregation and racism is the yearning to be racially unique. As a white Caucasian, you see, I'm above the brown and the black and the yellow. And even if you get into the wealth paradigm, because I'm wealthy, I'm above poor people. It's still the same pyramid of being unique. The more money I have, the more unique I have, the more special I am. The more white I am, the more unique, the more special. But I have to have somebody that's not unique. I have to have a ground of subhuman others to stand on, you see. In order for me to be a special human, I have to stand on unspecial humans. So I'm special because I'm not them. I'm right because I'm not you. You're wrong. So I'm right because I'm not you. So it always works as a dilemma. It always works as two. So how do we rise above this two-ness, you see, that will not satisfy my uniqueness? So you have a group of people on the right, the conservative, the religious right, the business people. The GOP was always the wisdom, the business mind, the rational mind. If you go back before World War II, the Republican was the businessman. Had good sense. The liberals, the left, was the passionate. Oh, movement. Oh, passion, feminine. They emotional people, up and down. The businessman, the Republican man, was steadfast, reasonable. So they were the reason, and the liberals were the emotional. But then that flipped. In the 60s. Oh, I'm really getting into it now, so hang in there. Well, we'll get back to the point with on the right. This has been an evolution of the need to be special in a flat, secular, scientific world, you see. The world science makes me flat. Religion makes me special. My God is special. And because my God is special, I'm special. And you guys are flat. You see, so I'm special. I'm a pyramid. You're a circle. So we get into this need to be a pyramid, to be special, to be the one. They're always holding up the finger. Ah, number one. I won today. I scored on the liberals. I'm number one, you see. So this number one, you see, needs the circle. Okay? So it goes together. This is a sign for the male-female. But we want them to be separate. Instead of doing this, you see, instead of working together, we try to separate them. So Trump is the separation of the one from the many. So now if you belong to Trump, you combine, you transcend the dilemma of science and faith. You transcend the dilemma of the modern world, where there's no God. Nothing is special. Nothing is special in the modern world. Everything is behavior. Everything is flat. We're just animals, governed by accident. you see. Chance. The universe was that we live in was a chance happening. There's no God, no creator, nobody did it. It has no meaning. It's just accidental happenings. But that doesn't go with our heart. That doesn't go with the sense of purpose and meaning. Doesn't answer the question, who am I? I'm not just a rat in a behavior box. Who am I? I'm unique. Say I, and the world says, no, you're not unique. Don't be special. But I feel unique. And so how do we combine these two contradictory beliefs or imperatives? Trump came along, like Don Draper, and said, it's toasted. Now you can be special and not special at the same time. Trump is a metaphor. Trump is a metaphorical solution to the existential problem that I must be unique and special, but I must belong to the same society. Otherwise, I would pack up my goods and go live on an island in the Pacific. The Mormons packed up and left. The Amish created their own little separate society. The hippies created communes. They left, you see. But how can I stay in society and be different and be special? How can I be special and stay in the world? That's the question. When the world wants me to be not special, how can I maintain my specialness? I can join a special group. I can join a rebellious group. So now, by belonging to the group and surrendering my separate sense of self and giving my soul to the group, now I can be special. By separating myself from the group while in the group and making the rest of the group wrong, and I can be right by just making the other wrong. I can be right by making the parent society wrong. I can be the eternal rebel. I can be the eternal adolescent. I can live in the parent's house while doing everything I can to sabotage the parent. That way I can feel strong and unique while at the same time being secure in the parent's house. Oh, I got the same bridges. I got all the infrastructure the parent made. I got all the social security and all of that safe stuff, you see. Well, at the same time, I can say, fuck it, I want to burn it all down. It's toasted. It's toasted. Thanks for dropping in.